What's up, everybody? It's your girl, M Life Lisa. You know what it is. Today, we are going to be switching out the OEM daytime running lights for a custom RGB look, okay? So keep watching, and we're going to show you how we're achieving this today. All right, so welcome to my garage again. So I went ahead and ordered these modules online, and they literally came in this tin container. So if we open it up, this is what we got on the inside. All right, so kind of a lot going on here, but basically this is what we're actually going to be switching out, are these guys. So there's a pair because there's two on each side for each angel eye, basically. So we got a lot of work to do. We do have to take apart a lot of the front end and take it off. So we are going to start that process. So yeah, just sit back and relax and enjoy watching this process, because it's going to be a little bit of a project today, okay? So, all right. Okay, you guys, so I have a specialist here with me today. This is my brother Sal, and he's going to be helping me with this project today. So we went ahead, we kind of set up our little station, and he's going to go ahead and kind of explain our first steps.
So we're not professionals, so if we can do this, you can do this. So all it is basically a series of fasteners and screws you have on your bottom of your bumper cover. Some fasteners and some screws that you got to remove there. You have a few along this lip here in the front of your wheel well, and then you have some more on the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove all these. We'll pull off the grill, and then we'll get back to you after that. Okay, for this section here, you're going to have 3 10 mils, 4 10 mils actually. And then after you remove those 4, there's 2 8 mils up in here that's a little tricky. So you got to kind of pull this inner fender well back to get to them. So let me remove these, and then I'll show you those 2 8 mils. Alright, so for taking this grill off, you have 3 T30s at the top. So you just unscrew those, and it'll come right out. Actually, okay, so there's 3 screws that hold this on. You have 2 on the top, and there's 1 lower one in the back on the bottom, kind of the center of the light. So just remove the 2 top ones. If you have a friend to help you, it'll be a little easier, because that bottom screw is kind of hard to get out. So if you have somebody that just kind of pulls on the front of the light a little bit, or you can do it yourself by hand. Alright, so after you remove those 3 screws, and you have 2 electrical connectors, one here and one at the back. So there's this little red clip. You just got to pull that backward and then push on these 2 little deals here. Now we got the light assembly out. So now what we need to do is we need to remove this, what do you call that, a heat sink cover, and this heat sink cover. I believe that's what it's called. Okay, so this is an important step. When you're connecting your wire, you want to make sure that your connection side, can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
The shiny side, all your silver connections, is down. The black side will be up. So just slide that in your connection. Just slide that in there, and then you flip this little clip down. That holds it in place. And then now when you're coming over here to your light, you could drill a hole into your heat sink cover here. I don't recommend that. This hole here is for our vent. You know where that little rubber boot went?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, right here. So this is for our vent. So you don't want to come out there. So the way I did it is connect your wires back on here. Can you see that? Here, let me connect them first, and then maybe I can turn the light. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
And then what I did is you make sure that it has enough that you're not pulling on it. Just kind of hold it. And it's so flat that it's going to seal properly in here. It's pretty flat. You can see the seal. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I'm going to do this. I'm not going to drill a hole. I'd rather not deal with some little extra leaking there.
Okay, everybody, we have breaking news. I'm actually not allowed to disclose what's happening right now.
Now time to put the bumper back on. So basically, we put our headlamps back in, and now we're just going to install the bumper the way we removed it. Move it around a little bit, little tap here, little tap there, and hopefully it goes back together the way you took it off. Look at it. If it don't look right, go back to it, mess with it some more.
Okay guys, so what's going on right now is we're trying to figure out where we need to run the wiring to. So basically what we did is we located the fuse box, which is on the passenger side, down basically underneath the glove box. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to tie the wiring into one of those fuses down there. And that's just what we got to do right now.
Hi everyone, welcome to my vendor event for Aftermarket RGB DRL lights. Alright, just joking. Anyways, it's day 2, officially. We had to stop the operation surgery last night. It got late and it started raining and everybody was a little bit exhausted because we ran into a hiccup. So the key thing is that we need a place for the white wire to power into, basically connect into. And so this is important because you want the lights to shut off when you leave the car, and then you also don't want them to stay on, right? But you also don't want them to go back into demo mode every single time you do leave your car. So this is where we're at. We bought a few more supplies. I'm going to show you everything we're doing. I got a couple of my other brothers to help today, okay? So we're going to get this done. It's a little bit more involved electrically than we thought. And that is because these are RGB lights. They're not just the yellow DRLs, they're RGB. So I can have whatever color I want on the color wheel. So didn't really realize that. And so that is why we're running into this issue here. So we have an idea of what we're doing. We're going to go ahead and show you. I'm going to clean up the engine bay a little bit and just get it ready because we got to get in there. And that's basically it, you guys. We'll show you what our plan is, and I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be done today for sure. So let's go.
We're gonna do an angle puncture up and over.
Okay, everybody, so this is what we got going on here. So there is a rubber grommet on the firewall all the way in there. Can you see where that white wire is coming out of? That is our access point to get to the fuse box. So we went ahead, poked a hole, and then we got the wire and we're just feeding it through, and we're trying to hide it, of course, so that you don't really see it. But we got it coming along here and we have it hiding. So now we're going to connect it to this. We have our wiring right here. So far so good. We got some butt splices and fuse splices and everything nices, and we're just going to keep going. Okay, it's right there. That's your point of entry. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we fed the wire through to the other side. So the fuse box is on the passenger side underneath the glove box. And so we are going to connect it to F59 fuse.
So we got a fuse adapter, so we're doing it properly. And so we're going to go ahead and locate it in the fuse box, and we're going to tie into that fuse. All right, let's go. Okay, so this is the adapter we got.
Yeah,
So
for piggyback fuses.
yes.
So you put the fuse that we're replacing with the piggyback in the front, so that if that fails, your accessory still works.
Yes.
And then you just got to make sure your current's going the right way, which we'll just play around with because we don't really have the time to test everything. So trial by fire.
Alright, so this is where we're at. And here's your fuses, baby. And there's the adapter right there. So that was the answer. So you got the wires coming through here perfectly. Or no, I'm sorry, up here. What am I saying? It's right there. That's the white wire coming from the engine bay over to here. Okay.
Because there's a time delay before they shut off. It's just the brakes are done.
Okay guys, so far so good. Here's demo mode right now. So this is me just like locking it and then unlocking it, and now it's in its demo mode and it wants me to set what color I want, and I have to use my phone for that because there's an app for it that was in Chinese and you had to scan the QR code. Okay, let's try.
I think so too, because it was off when we first started.
Okay,
right?
so now what we're doing is we're waiting 5 to 6 minutes to make sure that it shuts off, because fun fact is that if you test all the fuses, they will all be on right now. So it officially shuts off within 5 to 6 minutes. So we're testing it. We're gonna hopefully see if it shuts off by itself, or else it's gonna be doing a dance party all by itself in the parking lot somewhere. So let's see. Hey you guys, it worked! We did it, we did it, we did it. After about 5 minutes, they went ahead and shut off by themselves. So it was a success. So it took a family, it took a community. We all just came together and figured this one out. And I'm so happy that we did. I'm so grateful for my brothers and my husband and everybody that helped out into this process of making these badass lights happen. I think they look sick. There's so many different colors, there's so many different modes, and I'm really happy with it. I can't wait to play with it some more. So right now they're on blue, but I absolutely love it. And there was no instructions that came with the packaging like you guys saw in the beginning, so that's unfortunate, but we still figured it out. So I think we showed you guys everything that we did to make this work, and I think that's pretty much it. So you guys go ahead, and if you like this video and everything that we showed you and all the secrets that we revealed, because nobody on YouTube was showing this, give us a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm the girl, I'm like Lisa, and I'll catch you in the next one.